Good evening. It is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. And it's 9:58 p.m. And this is the blog of roughs for I think I've been collecting these for about 3 or 4 weeks. Some of these well are for the Fredericksburg Advance. One of them is for the Boca Raton Tribute. So you may not know these issues unless you read the blog. Sorry, gas is coming. I made some spicy sloppy joes. so um, last night had leftovers tonight. Anyway, yeah, this one was we used this cartoon here about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, really, and then we came back to this issue two more times because things kept coming up. So, uh, yeah, this one was not used here. There's a few roughs in here that are from that are on national issues, and ones for Boca Raton, and but most, but 5 or 6 are for Fredericksburg. This one's for Fredericksburg as well. We did not use this one. This was the weakest, I thought, and I was really hoping that we wouldn't pick it. Hell, I may not have even had sent it. Yeah, I think I did. So, let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This was like a week later, and we had the story about how there weren't a lot of candidates for the school board, and most of the races were going unopposed. I think we only had one new candidate. Only one race was being challenged, so I used the whole travel thing again. Like, why don't people want this office where people get free vacations to Hawaii? Why not? You think more people would want that kind of shit? And for some reason, instead of doing a bar, I decided to like do a breakfast scene, like they're in a diner or something. This is a very basic rough that was for Boca. I like the idea, and with the finished version, we threw in a lot of cranes and construction. I threw in a lot of cranes and construction in the background, which my editor suggested. He knows the area better than I do since I don't live there, and I thought it was a great idea. I thought this was a good idea, and it guy's supposed to be like on the hospital thingy table, but it looks more like a copy machine when I got done with it. But I didn't use this cartoon. It's like after I drew it, I just was not really inspired by it. I was like, meh, kind of boring, you know. So I'm just leave it alone and move on. And I remember coming up with something else that day that I did like, and I think I have a link to it in the blog. Go check out the blog of these roughs, okay? There's better descriptions for them than what I'm saying here, because as I'm narrating this, I didn't plan ahead. You know, I just did not. We didn't use this one either, and I think I did, well, yeah, I did something better that day than this thing here. And I was, what did we do? Yeah. And then I didn't even make the thing about the renaming, but there's a little spot for it in the cartoon. You'll see if you go to the blog and you click links at the blog. Okay. And remember, that's at Substack. If you become a subscriber at Substack, I love you. You should definitely subscribe to the Substack. Hey, why don't you subscribe to the Substack? We didn't do this one either, but I did like getting the Washington Monument there. And this is another one that's kind of local. It's a state issue. I'm glad that I did this. It was kind of a slow week, and the editor said I could take it off if I wanted to. And then I remember this issue, and I thought I want to do something about the president of UVA and my editor was cool about it. So off I went, even though they hadn't written about it, but it's still a big enough story that it should be done. And because Fredericksburg Advance mostly focuses on the local, super local stuff, but I can go out and do the state stuff. This one became an official cartoon, but I sat on the idea for a few days, and I changed around a little bit too. And this one I didn't do, but I came up with a better idea for Ghislaine. I drew the same idea twice, just trying to get the angle that I wanted, because I thought I was going to go with it. But then I thought of something better. Like I always do. See, twice. Shout outs to Dee Wiss and Master Screen, who comment both, Republicans can't cheat, then they can't win. I put a lot of work into this rough right here. That didn't become anything. I did the one with her on the island. I think that's what I did after this. And a lot of people like the caricature of her. Not this one. Not this one at all. But the one I did with her on the island. Oh, this one's not very good. Not at all. The caricature is not good. I think the idea is okay. You know. This is the longest rough in this whole thing. Because I thought I was doing the final version. And that I was going to publish it. I did not. See, I even signed it. I even signed it. I don't sign them if I don't think I'm going to publish it. Yeah. So, I sure the EMTs came building last night, stayed here all night for an OD in the place, and it just kept me up. Anyway, this is this week's cartoon, last Sunday's cartoon for the advance, And this was kind of complicated to draw, but uh, yeah, it worked out. I kept trying to picture it differently in my head, and I never got one better than this one, so I went with this one. And this one I held on to this idea for a few days, and in fact, it delayed the blog of roughs because I kept hanging on to it. Because I knew the one that I drew was not going to be the final version. So, yeah, yep. And I did that one, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. It might have been Monday. Anyway, I think it was Monday. And the maggots did not like it. You know, the trolls just didn't appreciate it one bit, and they all tried to explain terrors to me. I take that back. None of them tried to. Well, a couple of them, but they were all wrong about what a tariff was. Guys, have a great week. Hope you enjoyed the roughs. Bye.